Hey guys, welcome to another day in my life as an Animschool student. So today we're going to work on adding the in-betweens for my animation. So yeah, enjoy the time lapse, enjoy the speed ups, and as always we put on our headphones and we get into animating mode. I'm always gonna confuse that, I swear. Alright, so I think last time I was playing videos in the background. This time I'll just play my video game music, which I love to play in the background while I animate. Or sometimes music that isn't necessarily video game music, but it depends. But I do prefer video game music just because you just hear the beats and there's no lyrics or words over it, so it's nice to focus. So for my animation, I have currently 7 in-betweens left, based on the red lines that I put, like the red bookmarks I put on Maya. So we just have to add those in-betweens, and then I'm gonna go back to my keyframes and make sure that the movement feels right, and yeah, and then I can possibly get additional notes for what I should do. I'm not sure what this okay. For some reason, there is no key. Sometimes there's things like that where I have no keyframe for the chest here for some reason. But everything else, so yeah, I'll have to add that there. I know once I move into spline mode, then I'm gonna end up probably deleting things that I don't need to have in that version of the animation. But yeah, this is my camera now because before, the character running looked more like a walk, and now it actually looks like a run. So let's just play it right now. I think I gotta fix the ending there. Cause the head, like the head, like this is okay. This is what I can do. I can just go to focus on that part. I know. Also, this is gonna be. Look, I have to fix the. I didn't even see that. I think that's because I was still adding in betweens, but I gotta fix the hands there. Cause that's not looking right. But yeah, other than that. Let me just go to that moment here. It feels, to me it feels odd because the head is going, yeah, okay, what's happening is the head is not supposed to be going down. The head is supposed to be going up because there's a delayed reaction, you know? And then when it goes, when the body goes up, then the head goes down. Yeah, and this missing keyframe here. This is going up, and then this is starting to go down, so we can start to sort of go back. And it should not be down because the body is what should be, you know, going down. And I will look in the other camera views to make sure that the head going up is actually right and it's not going like too far back or anything. But yeah, this is since it's going up, you want to go down, and then this is still can go down. I don't think it feels as weird. And then also, I'll just go in my side view right now. I think it's left 2. Yeah, this is a little weird. It's like when the body goes down, head goes up. I think then, okay, the neck looks weird to me. But yeah, it does sometimes throw me off. And okay, sometimes it is nice. But yeah, let me do my little save because I don't want to do that. And sometimes it's nice to go into Spline and see what it looks like if I don't understand what's going on. But let's see. I'm just looking at the head. I'm not worried about like the foot sliding and stuff like that because that we're not even in that stage yet. So oh yeah, and I can look at my curves. I think the issue is that suddenly the spine is straight up, you know, because I got this note that like the character just climbed up the ledge, you know, and because you just climb up the ledge and your back is bent like that, it's going to still be reactive in that way when you're coming up. So yeah, I will fix this right now because you shouldn't be standing straight up yet. Like maybe what would happen is after a few runs, now you're actually able to stand upright because this is your reaction to coming up from this. Climbing up this wall. It goes so fast too, actually. That might be the whole TZ, yeah, see? Suddenly it speeds up. It's going very slow, and then it speeds up, which is so weird. But I can see it in my graph right here. The TZ is suddenly like speeding up, and that's why in the animation it looks like that. So it's always good to look at that. So I was able to do that in the beginning. Like that's what I looked at to make sure it wasn't looking like the ending where it's speeding up like that. Because it's supposed to be a continuous momentum, you know? So first it's like run, run, run. And also the problem here. A problem right here is this is not supposed to be like this. But again, we're not even there yet, but you know, when I get to spline, it should always be like that and not this, because then it's like you're slowly easing into that run. While this is, you're already running, so this is continuous running motion going on. But yeah, when we get to spline, obviously it's good that I know that that's what I need to do. Okay, so let's go back to the top of my run. So this is going too fast, and I actually like, honestly, I like to view this in spline mode. Because, okay, if it's in stepped, this is what it's gonna look like. So this is in spline. In spline, all you see are the smooth curves and everything. If you're in stepped mode, which is, you know, blocking, everything is like dun dun dun, it's like stairs, you know. But let me see, so yeah, it's stairs. Like you can see, yeah, it's the stairs are suddenly higher. If the stairs are too high, that's a nice way to think of it. If the stairs are too high, yeah, it's not gonna look right in the animation. But I like seeing this in spline because it gives me a better visual. To me, it gives me a better visual. I have this cool trick. You select everything that is moving and then deselect, reselect the body, go all the way to the body's control, and just have a look at this. And you have to make sure that you're moving it on where the keyframe is so that you're not like messing things up. So if the person is, and the issue is that the foot is so close to the ground, right? That's because we're in spline. But yeah, anyway, the character suddenly speeds up. If it was more like that, even though it's still weird. Alright, so this is what it looks like if I just move this. If I just said, let me move this here, it still looks weird, you know, because when I play it back, it's still gonna look weird, you know. Not quite as decent as the run in the beginning. Yeah, because it's still speeding up. And it's because these values here are higher instead of it being like that, like continuing in that straight line. So for that, it would probably have to be more like this. It's still weird. It's weird because now I'm already seeing why it's weird. But sometimes this is like a good way to think about it. But it's weird because now it looks like all the footsteps are gonna be together. Yeah, see, now it's really weird because of that. See, it looks really weird, but it's fine because I'm gonna undo all that. Obviously, it's not gonna work for the end because it's just like a quick demonstration that I'm doing there. But the reason the beginning works so well is because the run it's going up in a straight, it's not really a straight line, but it's still going in that same motion. It's going up in that same motion, so that's why it doesn't feel like suddenly it's going too fast or too slow. It's just a continuous speed. So obviously we can ignore the arms and you just look at how the body is moving. Yeah, see? That actually feels so nice when it's running. Okay, but then you go to the end, and this is where you can see the difference. Like, it's suddenly speeding up. The issue lies in there. It's speeding up. That's how I read this. You speed up, slow down, and then you speed up again. And that's why it looks so weird. That's why it's looking very weird. But yeah, we will fix that. Now that I did that, make sure that you go back into step mode always, so that you're not working in spline when you're not supposed to. I still got in-betweens to do. But yeah, I'll show you guys the set, and then we'll go from there. So I finished the set for the shot, get a person in jail, you know? They're just watching you escape prison. Hey, I want to escape too! Alright, Enjoy now. Enjoy. gonna be it for me for tonight. I'm probably gonna go to a review to get my work looked at, and I'm probably gonna be the last one on the list because of the time that I joined. But can you blame me? I had to go to sleep and get some more rest and then come back to this. But yeah, now I'm gonna go to a review and put my work to get checked. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time or maybe later, and yeah, bye bye.